we are focused a lot on Islam because we are in Malaysia, right? We don't speak about Hinduism the same way we speak about Islam.
You also talk about Hinduism.
Yeah, but we don't speak about it the same way. The impact and effect is not as great as speaking about Islam or Christianity or Buddhism or any other religion.
The Buddhists are talking about their religion. Hindus are talking about their religion. Christianity talking about Muslim. They're talking about them. Become Muslim majority in their whole government.
But clearly, right? Clearly, for a Hindu to speak about Buddhism is not the same as a Hindu speaking about Islam, or vice versa. If a Hindu insults Islam, the effect is not the same as an Islam insulting Hindu.
Why?
Why?
They're more ignorant than the Hindus.
I cannot put this up.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the truth.
When you say that, is that a slip of a tongue?
Yeah.
Does that conversation belong privately or publicly?
The slip of the tongue in the Tirukkural says, be careful what you speak, where you speak. You can speak the same thing in a different way, it won't have the effect.
Why, among all your videos, the one that you mention, a verse in the Quran, is the most viewed video? Why? You've spoken about Buddhism and Hinduism also, but why that video alone has risen?
Attention.
Because talk about one wife, two wife, three wife, four.
That is not the video.
Oh, not the one.
It was
this
the
is a
Khatam
progressive-
Nabiyin video.
Progressive revelation.
Yes.
Oh.
Why? Break down the psychology of that.
Because it makes sense.
It also makes sensation.
You see, you're bringing in a new concept that religion is progressive. The Eastern line, the progressive prophets starting Adamic cycle, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, and all the 10 avatars, and they're coming together in Kalki avatar. It is sensational, hey? Like that story, Goda.
You read the comment sections and some of these sensational things in Malaysia, you will lose it,
You know why? You are preoccupying yourself with ignorant fellows. Why don't you think of the progressive few?
But ignorant people decide our fate.
No.
You can go to jail.
The ignorant fellows, they destroyed themselves.
You can go to jail.
Of course it will change.
No, you can go to jail.
Jail,
Or you can be fined,
that is okay.
which is decided by people who are ignorant.
Jesus went to jail. What do you say? Tell me. Gandhi went to jail. What? Mandela went to jail.
Yeah, and
Bob went to jail.
yeah, and did we learn?
Bawala and all these fellows jail and
Yeah, and did we learn?
of course.
Why are we still going through the same
No, they went to jail because they were ignorant fellows.
Today also lah.
So this one you go to jail because they are ignorant, that's why they went to jail. So what? Authority without knowledge, this is the effect. And who loses? Not they lose. I'm telling you.
So would you say it's okay if I speak the truth and then I take the repercussions of going to jail? Is that okay?
You'll become half a prophet.
No, no, but how important is that? And also like how like should we all do that if we are speaking the truth?
Always use, you are not a prophet. You are not going to give your life to recreate the world. Just use tact and wisdom.
Okay, tact.
So
But-
if I am like the showgirl in the club, I would have thought myself, why I want to make a fool of myself? I should have done some other thing. So she was not smart enough to know the sentiment of the people. If she knew, she would have done that. Or she, without her own knowledge, didn't know what she was doing.
Maybe.
And she didn't know the repercussions.
After effect.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so there is like in the scale of ignorant to intelligence,
Yeah.
there is so many people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why the people who are ignorant, then we like belittle them, we prosecute them.
No.
Why? Why do we do that? They don't even know they're making that mistake. Why do we prosecute? Just because we feel like we're more intelligent?
Yeah, no.
You know, let's say, for example, somebody walks naked in the street today. They are ignorant, right? They don't know. Then you prosecute them, you put them in jail or put them in a like Pusat Serenity or something like that. Why? Why do we do that? They don't know they're making that mistake.
No, that's right. Now she's going to go to court, right? So she will say, I was ignorant, I didn't know this is insulting the faith.
Are you sure? That's what she's
Yeah,
going to
I know.
say.
She is going to fight like that.
Yeah. Oh, what else?
I am a show person. I am doing, my motive was comedy, make
Okay.
people laugh.
Okay.
I didn't know I was insulting the faith. If I've insulted the faith from your point of view, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
It was not my intention.
I'm finding with 3,000, pay and go.
Yeah, I will go and say like that. What?
True.
How do you know I'm into the faith? I am a comedian there. I am doing a comedy. You felt it was insulting. That's your problem. It's not my problem. I did not insult your faith. I felt like that. I did not insult. I was doing a clown's job to make people laugh.
How? What is the basis of that?
Yes.
That's the answer.
How
for
can
ignorance.
you? No, but how can you
Because
answer?
everything is on intention, isn't it?
True.
On the motive.
Yeah.
What was the motive?
Yeah, actually, what was her motive?
The motive was just to entertain.
No, I don't think so.
There's a comedian club.
No, that wasn't her motive.
You are
think
thinking.
was entertainment.
You are thinking.
No, think properly, Cha. Think of her motive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was so probably traumatized by the faith, her belief growing up, that she wanted to show, like rebel against it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Think really. You think her motive was just to entertain? Logically, let's think about it, Cha.
That's your thought. And what's her opinion is
So
different.
that's why I must say, you rebel for a cause. Yeah.
So don't you think her cause is like holds some water because think about it,
Yeah.
there's so many Muslims that's walking around with free hair.
Yeah.
So what did you think what she did was actually like
That is why I will
for
go
the
back.
cause.
We don't know her motive. But my opinion, her motive was to entertain.
True.
I think her motive can be both. She tried to inject rebellion motives into entertainment.
Maybe.
Think about it. She's taking off her hijab, her tudung. And we see so many Muslims walking around with free hair.
The very fact she was wearing that, we don't know whether it was tudung or just wear a hair, a dressing for the head. You see, that's why there's so many unknowns, I call it. Unknowns. They're not clear what the motive is. So I said, no, I'm an entertainer, I entertain.
I think when you try to use an intelligent excuse for your ignorance,
Yes.
it is contradicting lah. You do something ignorant, and then they ask you why your intelligence suddenly saying you don't know.
I'm not perfect.
If you know you are ignorant, isn't that intelligent?
I'm intelligent, but I'm not perfect. Think I don't make some mistakes, I also make mistakes.
So you know you are ignorant. That is not ignorance. That is
Yeah,
intelligence.
see, we are not perfect. We are all are ignorant of some things we don't know. So she didn't know the implications of doing that.
Yes.
She was taking it as a joke of a fun and all that she's doing. But if you say it's a kind of a rebellion, so what? She's rebelling.
You know, I would say, if you're truly ignorant, right, you would strip naked. Think about that. She didn't strip naked. No, think about it. That is true ignorance, don't you think so?
That one is too shameful now, naked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're intelligent enough to do this only.
It is a small thing. Hair cover and you're making a big fuss.
Yeah, so you cannot fight and say you're ignorant. Because if you're truly ignorant, you would do some ignorant things.
I feel she will go to court and say, my intention was not to hit. And if it has, insulted, I'm sorry, she's going to say. And she'll go. They will fine her $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
They have to fine because they have to say they're doing their work. But at the same time, they expose their superiority to the others and keep quiet. You worry. For me, this is.
No, I just see the scale is like really baffling to me for you to suddenly. No, when you try
Trouble
to.
with you, what one incident you're making as if that is everything. It's an isolated incident. Come on, love. If every other fellow is doing, it's a different story.
Yeah, but if you go through what people are saying about it, you kind of have a scape on what the social scape is, right? You know what the social climate is.
Okay. At least she made some impact like that.
True.
Acha, what is the social climate in Malaysia? What is it?
They just go with the flow.
What is the social morale in Malaysia?
We have from the Stone Age to the rocket ship. It's a whole spectrum.
In Malaysia?
Yes. You have people who are really ignorant. You have people who are very advanced and people think they are crazy.
Okay.
So the spectrum. Why are you saying the climate? It's situational, conditional.
But you can kind of judge, right? Like if it's more summer than winter.
If one case like this, who cares? After that it's gone.
Yeah, just for the moment.
But Sri Lanka, what's that?
Oh.
Everybody went. That big impact. This one, sensational news. The news fellow is very happy to write. No impact, no significance. Why you worry? For me, all these, they call it what? A flash. A small splash in a big pond. And everybody talking about that. What value has it got?
I think it grows, like the suicide bomber that bombed the World Trade Center. The thought comes from this. The rebelliousness. The thought comes from this. Small scale. From your home. Taking off your hijab. But then if you're intelligent, it goes to bombing the World Trade Center. It comes from there.
So what happened to that? They took the world. They to control the world. They're actually throwing their frustration.
That's the word.
They're a bunch of frustrated fellas, you know.
You see? Don't you think that's the true
Yes,
motive?
Only they are frustrated fellas.
That is what I said just now. The true motive for why she did it.
He's frustrated.
Frustrated.
So what?
Why? Where does the frustration come from?
Ignorance.
You keep laughing, man.
Ignorance, where? How? Because these fellas are ignorant and she did like that. So the source. That's why Buddha, what did Buddha say? The greatest wealth, he said, is knowledge, Buddha. And the worst kind of
Okay.
poverty is ignorance.